Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Hallmark Plus' Tyler Hynes, the Groomsmen likes ATC with dudes. Hallmark Plus' highly anticipated trilogy is The Groomsmen. This stars Jonathan Bennett and BJ Britt. Originally, this trilogy was described as a trilogy with men. This refers to the hit Hallmark trilogy that stars Lacey Chabot, Autumn Reeser, and. However, Hallmark hunk Tyler Hynes has a different comparison. Why does he compare it to? Why does Tyler Hynes compare The Groomsmen to SATC? The stars of the upcoming Hallmark Plus The Groomsmen trilogy are dancing towards the biggest event of the month. That is because the highly anticipated movies are finally dropping starting Thursday, October 17th. This trilogy includes the first marriage of same-sex leads. However, when asked Tyler Hynes on what it was like working on a gay love story that's a friends-to-lovers story on Hallmark, he had a unique perspective. The star shared that his new trilogy with Jonathan Bennett and BJ Britt is not SATC, but it kind of feels like SATC for dudes. He went on to say that he was in Europe filming, and he started to watch the show starring Sarah Jessica Parker and thought to himself, oh, we're making that. New Hallmark Plus trilogy is about friendship. In addition to SATC, Tyler Hynes points out that The Groomsmen is about friendship. He sagely shared, your friends become your family. They become the people who hold you up through all of these movements in our lives. Hynes then directly related this to the movies. It captures that feeling while doing so, telling a very lovely, diverse group of stories with a really diverse cast and doing it earnestly without feeling like there was an agenda. In this trilogy, the three friends are Jackson, Hynes, Pete, Britt, and Danny, Bennett. They come from different backgrounds, cultures, and sexual orientations. Jackson is the stylish and charming social media agent. Meanwhile, Pete is a kind-hearted pediatrician with a penchant for planning. Lastly, Danny is an ex-jock with a heart of gold. The Ron Oliver-directed trilogy takes place in Greece, Italy, and Bulgaria. There will be plenty of time for love stories to develop, and even some weddings. Moreover, it seems that this trio of Hallmark hunks have some well-practiced dance moves. Therefore, fans should expect some synchronized dancing. All three of the Groomsmen movies will premiere in October. First Look premieres on Thursday, October 17th. Next, Second Chances will premiere on Thursday, October 24th. Lastly, The Last Dance premieres on Thursday, October 31st, all on Hallmark Plus. Georgia Marketalo has several decades of writing experience, including travel writing, tech writing, art history analysis, and now entertainment writing. She loves to share the latest news on romcoms and mysteries. Hallmark Plus is flipping the script this season, with a shot of whiskey, tailored suits, and a fresh twist on friendship. Forget bridal showers and bouquet tosses. The Groomsmen, a sharp, heartfelt, and hilariously male-driven series starring Tyler Hynes, is bringing emotional honesty, bro-banter, and postmodern romance to Hallmark's expanding streaming universe. Or, as Hynes puts it himself, the premise, tuxes, trauma and talking feelings. The Groomsmen follows four lifelong friends who reunite for a wedding, only to find that the walk down the aisle isn't just for the bride and groom. Each man, chosen as a groomsman for their best friend's big day, arrives at the luxury lakeside resort carrying more than just a duffel bag and a flask. There's Jack, Tyler Hynes, a sharp-tongued, emotionally bruised novelist who's sworn off marriage after a very public divorce. Devon, Aaron Tveit, a sweet-natured, newly engaged schoolteacher struggling with commitment anxiety. Marcus, Rome Flynn, a charming serial dater hiding a secret relationship. And Ethan, Brandon J. McLaren, the organized, type A best man trying desperately to keep the peace and keep the wedding on track. Each episode focuses on one of the groomsmen as they navigate personal crossroads while wedding events unfold around them. Rehearsal dinners, bachelor parties, spa treatments, and late-night lakeside confessions. The setting is serene. The drama, not so much. Hynes, the not-so-reluctant leading man. In typical Tyler Hynes fashion, the character of Jack is as layered as a wedding cake. Witty, wounded, and stubborn, Jack is the group's unofficial narrator, his inner monologue spliced with sarcastic commentary and the occasional whisker-fueled truth bomb. Jack's the guy who tells it like it is, until it's about himself, says Hynes. He's the one people lean on, but he's got no idea how to lean back. There's baggage, sure, but there's also this beating heart under it all. And a fear of looking like he cares. If Hallmark is known for its feel-good formula, The Groomsmen is its edgier cousin, the one who shows up in a leather jacket, but still brings flowers for your mom. Hynes, a fan favorite in the Hallmark universe for films like Three Wise Men and a Baby and Always Amore, gets to stretch his range here. He's still charming, of course. But this time, it's complicated. Hallmark gave us room to breathe, he says. We're not doing the traditional boy meets girl, falls in love in a weekend arc. We're doing boy meets himself. And sometimes, that's the messiest love story of all. It's giving SATC, but make it masculine. At first glance, comparisons to Sex and the City might seem like a stretch. But swap the stilettos for cufflinks, brunch for bourbon, and dating columns for fantasy football texts, and suddenly, you've got the Groomsmen. Like SATC, the show dives deep into male friendships, exploring themes of emotional availability, vulnerability, and how men talk, or don't talk, about love. Each character represents a different archetype, but just like Carrie and her crew, they're allowed to evolve, stumble, and surprise us. And yes, there's a Mr. Big of sorts, though this one is a woman. Jack's ex-wife, played by One Tree Hill alumna Hilary Burton, returns as a surprise wedding guest, and suddenly, Jack's sarcastic armor starts to crack. We wanted to explore what happens when men are forced to confront their pasts in front of their friends, says showrunner James Coker. And we wanted it to feel honest, not overly sanitized. This is Hallmark Plus, after all. We're pushing boundaries, but still wrapping it all in emotional truth. Hallmark Plus goes streaming, and strong. The Groomsmen is part of Hallmark's bolder push into streaming content with Hallmark Plus, the platform's newly expanded digital space for edgier, serialized storytelling. Gone are the 90-minute movie time limits. In their place, episode arcs, character development, cliffhanger, and, yes, the occasional swear word. We're not trying to be HBO, laughs Coker. But we are creating a space for deeper character exploration, more diverse storytelling, and series that don't have to wrap everything up with a kiss under mistletoe. And that evolution is reflected in the Groomsmen. It's diverse, witty, and even dares to explore mental health, emotional labor in relationships, and the often overlooked complexities of male friendship. It's Hallmark, matured, not cynical, but real. Behind the bromance, chemistry, comedy, and community. One of the show's biggest strengths is its cast. The chemistry between the four leads is lightning in a bottle, easy, hilarious, and deeply felt. There were real friendships formed on set, says Rome Flynn. We talked about our real lives, our fears, our heartbreaks. That translated into the show. You can't fake that kind of bond. The show's group text thread, Hynes confirms, is dangerously active. We were sending memes, rewriting lines, coordinating outfits. It felt like being in a band, he says. And like any great ensemble, each actor gets their moment to shine. Devon's fiancée is played by Grey's Anatomy alum Camilla Luddington, whose scenes with Aaron Tveit bring quiet vulnerability to the series. Marcus's relationship arc explores queerness with honesty and grace, while Ethan's efforts to hold everyone together offer subtle commentary on caretaking in male friendships. The verdict, a fresh playbook. With the Groomsmen, Hallmark Plus has managed to retain its signature optimism while evolving for a more modern, emotionally nuanced audience. It's a series that isn't afraid to show men crying, failing, apologizing, and dancing poorly in coordinated suits. It's tender. It's funny. And it's surprisingly cathartic. There's something beautiful about watching men love each other platonically, says Hynes. We don't see enough of that. We wanted to show it without judgment, without sarcasm. Just guys showing up for each other. And occasionally messing it all up. Final thoughts, from tuxedos to truths. The Groomsmen might begin with a wedding, but it's not about romance alone. It's about the other love stories, the ones between friends, between brothers, between who we were and who we're trying to become. It's a show where Jack might not get the girl, but he just might get himself back. And in true Hallmark fashion, that's the real happy ending. So pour a drink, call your best friend, and press play. Because Hallmark Plus just gave the guys their Sex and the City, and Tyler Hynes might be our new Carrie Bradshaw, only with more flannel and fewer Manolos. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with